Welcome back to your latest industry recap. There's updates surrounding the retirement of the Boeing 757, Air India wanting new Boeing planes, and some exciting Thai Airways updates. Want to begin there, with Thai Airways once again growing its commitment to the A321neo, signing a new lease deal. The latest agreement is thanks to the China Aircraft Leasing Group, or CALC, who say they're pleased to be collaborating with Thai Airways for the acquisition of new planes. CALC will therefore provide a total of 9 of your A321neo jets produced by Airbus to Thai Airways, with delivery in phases from 2026 through 2028. The latest deal is all part of the ongoing effects of the Thailand-based carrier to massively overhaul its business, and this focuses on modernization efforts to its fleet with a greater reliance on next-gen products. Selecting more Airbus A321neos will help significantly complement its existing fleet, while also aligning with future targets. Thai Airways has invested heavily recently in deals with OEMs and major global lessors to try and provide that future fleet I speak of. The reality is they're charting a course for growth, reaffirming their stance time and time again that adding more planes to their backlog is going to be essential, as global air travel is expected to rise in the coming years, and many more people will fly around Thailand, neighbouring locations, and internationally. The belief is that a response is required. The more immediate short-term plan has been clear. The 78 total aircraft will be increased to some 90 jets by the end of the 2025 year. The airline says beyond short-term plans, it has intentions for its fleet to grow to almost 150 aircraft over the next 10 years, as it places greater focus on wide-bodies too. Thai Airways hopes that by adding further wide-body aircraft, it'll be able to better cater to demand on long-haul markets with state-of-the-art next-gen jets that will alleviate pressures across the business. However, the importance of single-aisle planes such as the A321neo can also not be understated, with this aircraft expected to be crucial for long-term flying across more short to medium haul markets. Over to the next story, and Air India has emerged as another airline that is seeking to leverage rejected Boeing aircraft that were destined for Chinese operators to try and enhance their fleet. The Indian flag carrier is now looking to take on planes that were rejected, according to reporting led by the Economic Times through their sources. Air India, we know, has already committed quite heavily to many new commercial airplanes from Boeing, part of what was a mammoth order that unfolded in the last 3 years. However, the figure in which they had ordered will truly never be deemed enough, especially for what they are looking to achieve on a global scale. Moreover, Air India feels that it equally can't get the planes it requires fast enough, with new aircraft truly being a pivotal part of the turnaround initiative, as they continue to invest in these efforts. As a result, with China rejecting all new commercial airplane deliveries from Boeing, Air India sees itself primed to take on these planes and essentially benefit from ongoing trade tensions between China and the United States, basically slotting itself in as, hey, we're here and we want aircraft now. While focus rests on acquiring aircraft that are in production currently, and even some that are awaiting delivery as a more short-term capacity rise, the bigger global implication from what we're seeing unfold is more looking ahead to the next 12 to 24 months. If all of these tensions were to continue and the trade war was to only heaten up, you're looking at many deliveries that were meant to go to Chinese operators that are now simply not going to go ahead. Not only will that impact China, but certainly Boeing. New customers will need to likely take on these planes. Air India believes that it would benefit their day-to-day operations to take on these aircraft that could very much become whitetails. Air India, however, will face competition in attempts to secure more aircraft from Boeing, driven all by China's retaliation. Malaysia Airlines is reportedly keen on securing more 737 MAX jets sooner than it would have initially planned, thanks to picking up those planes that China has rejected taking delivery of. The Kuala Lumpur carrier has been aggressively expanding and also renewing its fleet. However, in a similar sense to Air India, it feels it could benefit from having more jets at its disposal sooner. Therefore, when 737 MAX jets were destined for companies in China did not eventuate as planned and headed back to the United States, Malaysia Airlines put its name forward, seeing an opportunity that it basically could not pass up on. The group's managing director and CEO of Malaysia Airlines said it did plan on engaging in communication with Boeing over the possible acquisition, but still, in a very similar sense to Air India, absolutely nothing is set in stone, and it really is a watch this space for what occurs between the United States and also China in the coming weeks, days, months, and years. Over to the final story, Condor Condor is expected to retain its fleet of Boeing 757s longer than initially planned, per latest scheduling identified by aeroroutes.aero. As part of the new schedule, the airline's 757-300 fleet will continue flying until at least 31 October 2025. This is some 5 days later than initially scheduled. Fleet data indicates that Condor now has 8 of your 757-300s remaining that are actively flying on its daily network. However, these aircraft average some 25.4 years of age, and many units part of this fleet type have already been removed. While the 757 is still considered a workhorse across the airline's business, it does remain a plane that the airline is looking to retire sooner rather than later. That is definitely a short topic to finish on, but nevertheless something I did still want to mention in this video as Condor continues its efforts to renew the fleet. Keen to hear your take down below in the comments. Thank you very much for your support here on the channel. Do take care, do also be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow for your next industry recap.
And we'll fly.